Howdy there, beautiful people. Spencer Wood, the real estate cowboy. As always, the big chili man. Hello. He's got a tennis ball today, so he's a little fired up. Woo! We are here in Oxford County, but South Oxford, in the Albany township. A really cool area here on the border of New Hampshire and in western Maine. We're about 25 miles away from Mount Washington and the White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire. So real close over there. We're about 10-15 minutes away from the town of Bethel, Maine, which has Walmarts, grocery stores, restaurants, bars, anything that you could want from like an amenity standpoint. You're gonna go about 15 minutes north into the town of Bethel. You're about 20 minutes away from Sunday River, which is one of the largest ski resorts and summer activity destinations that is in the state of Maine, especially in western Maine. So you're in the premier recreational area over here on the New Hampshire border. We're looking at 49 acres of raw land off the Hatstat Road, which is coming off of the state maintained paved Route 5. So Route 5 comes right up the western side of Maine, right through the Albany township where we are right now, and goes right into Bethel and the Sunday River area. So you got the paved maintained road, you got the Hatstat Road. As you can see, it's a nice gravel road here. There is some power up ahead or above us, and a little bit below the road here. The property keeps going below us, and the state actually stops maintaining pretty much right at the bottom of this property here. So this kind of rough driveway that we're going to walk up here in a second, show you the field, show you the views and all that, is probably about 200 yards away from the state, well, where the state stops plowing and maintaining the road. Cell phone service is tough out here, so not great Verizon cell phone service at least. Direct access, snowmobile, ATV trails, hunting, all sorts of stuff like that. So before I speak too much, why don't we take a walk up this roughed-in driveway and get into the meat and potatoes of this spot. What do you think? I mean, come on. Doesn't get much better than that view right there. I'm not too sure how well the camera's picking it up, but a stunning view of a nice rock cliff right out in front of us here. The mountains far out as well. You can see where I'm standing right now is probably about a 3-acre clearing, maybe a little bit, 3.5 acres. Field, building site, camp, whatever you're trying to do, bring the camper. Really awesome spot. So the rough driveway leads right up into here. Complete privacy buffer, natural buffer of that thick forest there. A lot of white birch here on the land. This was cut probably about 10 years ago, a little less than 10 years ago. So everything's about 4-6 inches in diameter. Really easy stuff to work with if you did want to clear a bunch more of the land here. And again, we are in the Albany township, which for those of you that don't know about the townships in Maine, essentially what that means is, as an unorganized territory, there's no municipalities, there's no local fire, there's no local police and things like that. But because of that, it provides some of the cheapest taxes in the state. So with this 49 acres, with the view, with the road, with the power, being 15 minutes away from some of the best skiing on the East Coast, the taxes are just over $400 a year for this place. So super cheap, and peace and quiet here is second to none. You don't hear Route 5 at all. You don't hear any trucks off on Route 5 in the distance. Hatstat Road, there's really no reason to be driving up and down it, so nobody's kind of coming out here in the first place. Unreal location. You got hunting right on your property. If you had horses, you can ride right off your property. It is really a special little spot. And if I turn around kind of this way, you can see a little bit more of this 49 acres because it actually rolls right over the top of that ridge right behind me there. So the Hatstat Road comes up the side here, and then there's actually another gravel road on the top behind that ridge up top called the Picnic Hill Road, and they actually meet right up in the corner right up here. So it's almost like a big 7. This road comes up, and then the Picnic Hill Road goes around the back. So a lot of possibilities for possibly dividing this lot into two or putting out a full subdivision plan. So as you're noticing here, you're going to see all these nice, recently forest mulched and cleaned up four-wheeling hunting trails up here on the property. We're headed to the north of the property here, going up in elevation, but you can start seeing, you know, these four-wheeling trails, or, you know, a longer driveway to lead up into a more private, higher view. You don't get the same view right here, at least in our angle towards that cliff here, but you're really starting to see, you know, the elevation gain as you move up towards the Picnic Hill Road. From the Land Use Planning Commission, this is map 16, plan 2, lot 71. So map 16, plan 2, lot 71. I mean, this place is a real gem, and I love the location. If you're a skier, if you're a mountain biker, if you're anything outdoors, this is a really, really great area. Not to mention you're 25 miles away from Mount Washington, which has some of the highest wind speeds and everything recorded on Earth. It's a really special place over there. Alrighty, beautiful people, we are at the top of the property now, where I was just mentioning. As you can see up here, the Picnic Hill and the Hatstat Road meet up right here, essentially at like the top left corner of the property. You can see the signs, you can see the power poles coming up. This also goes out to Flint Mountain, and this is all trail accessible stuff. So this is, feel free to snowmobile, to ATV, to ride horses, bikes, hunt, do the entire thing. Essentially, this back acreage here might as well be like a XL backyard for anybody that takes this property on. You can see all the property is over here on my left side. I'm walking towards it right now. You can see it's a pretty strong mixed wood forest. You got a lot of birch, you got a lot of beech trees. There is a mix of hardwood, maple, oak, and looks like some ash is out there as well. But pretty thick, pretty dense. I mean, definitely a lot of privacy, definitely some money and timber sitting here. Not a lot, but you know, if you wanted to get some beams milled for a cabin or a house or something like that, there's plenty of nice wood in there for firewood, whatever you're trying to get into. Nice stone walls are lining this property as well. And in the winter, where we're standing right now is not maintained, so this does become the snowmobile ATV trail in the winter. So we're standing on the Picnic Hill Road now. That's what you were just looking at. You can see here that the seller came in with his forest mulcher and opened up, let's call it a, you know, a very rough kind of driveway road to the top of the property here. Looking down at that same kind of big cliff out here that we were looking at earlier. So we're on a really nice elevation bump. I do not know what the elevation is right now because my phone is not working, but I will put that in the video for you guys so you know what the elevation is at, and you can see where that view of that big rock wall and the mountains out to the north are right here as well. You got to do some other clearing, definitely got to cut some trees out, but you can see the silhouette of everything right through here as well. So really beautiful, really private. Nice mix of hardwood, softwood trees in here. You can see all the white birch, you can see all the spruce and fir, but you know, there's some 12 to 18 inch wide oak that are scattered in through here, a lot of acorns. So any of you that are looking for a recreational hunting property, I can guarantee you that there are some nice deer moving through this property as well. So we just came off the Picnic Hill Road on the top of the property here. Working on it's about 900 feet in elevation at the very top here. You can see I'm on a pretty steep incline right here, but the view is $1,000,000. You can also see, it's probably a little difficult for the camera, but that clearing that we were in, that field that we were in, is right down below us there. You can just barely make it out, but you can also see where the old cut was. You know, that's all pretty small, green right down there on us. You cut some of these oak trees and some of these pines out of the way right here, build up a little bit higher on the hill where the power is, and boom, $1,000,000 view of a really beautiful rock face and far beyond. So as you can see, we're at the start of the property here on the Hatstat Road on the northern side of it here. But here is the unnamed brook that is at the base of the property here. As you can see, nothing too special, you know, probably not really fish or anything like that in there. But, you know, definitely good to feed some livestock if needed. Just put a little ram pump in here or something, pump some water up into the property to irrigate grass, fields, whatever you want to do. Also, this is all spring-fed stuff, so if you're interested in building a big pond at the base of the property here, some, you know, exaggerated water feature, you could absolutely do that up there. It'd probably come out great to have a pond up there. Just judging by how this is moving, it looks like the spring is keeping this going year-round. Alrighty, folks, that concludes our tour of Map 16, Plan 2, Lot 71, out here in the Albany Township in South Oxford County, Maine. A gorgeous 49-acre parcel out here in the Albany Township off of Route 5, which is a state paved, maintained road. The Hatstat Road is where you're gonna come in off of. That is maintained by the state until about 100 yards short of where the property begins. We have a beautiful rough cleared building area slash field already here with a roughed in driveway already. We have power available at the road. You're 15 minutes away from some of the best skiing and mountain biking available in the state. And just below us here on the property as well, a little bit further down, there's about 1,600 feet of frontage on an unnamed brook. It pretty much runs the entire left to right side of the property here at the bottom, and it empties into the Crooked River. So the Crooked River follows Route 5 all the way down here to Stoneham in that area. We hope you guys enjoyed this tour. We hope you learned a little bit about the unorganized territories and what that means in the state of Maine. Please like, please comment, share. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you have more specific questions regarding the property, feel free to reach out directly to me, Spencer Wood. Chili will probably answer the phone, but we'll be here for you. So give us a shout and giddy on up.